All right, I think we're rolling. Hi everybody, welcome to our weekly live stream. My name is Alicia, and today we're going to be talking about embedded questions. As you can see, we look a little bit different than usual. This is a broadcast from my house for the first time ever. So I hope that we can have a good lesson. The format will be a little different today, but I hope that we can get lots of stuff done. So as you join us, please make sure to like and share the video so that other people can find today's lesson. I hope lots of people can join us, whether live or not live. I see lots of people in the YouTube chat. Hi everybody, please send a comment as you join us. That would be super cool so that we can say hi. Yes, I am reading comments, but I am the host, of course. I will be teaching you, and I'm also controlling the computer, so please have a little bit of patience. Our team is also in the chat, and our team is also around, so we're just all remote. So I'm doing a lot on my own today, so please be a little patient with me. But as always, some announcements. Oh, there's an ad running in my background. What does that mean? I see you. What does that mean? Let's see. Hey guys, I'm doing a couple things. This is a little bit of a test. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I see. Got it. Okay, sorry if there was something strange that was going on there. Okay, I turned it off. It was a little ad in the background. Sorry about that. I've closed it. Okay, hopefully fixed now. So let me make sure everything is muted. Perfect. Okay, so as you join, please make sure to like and share the video so that other learners can find today's lesson. That would be super awesome. First thing first, this banner I'm pointing out right here, this Get Your Guide to Learn English at Home. This is a free beginner level course that you can download. I know many of you are maybe watching or joining us from home and you have to stay at home. So please have a look at this beginner level course. Oh, my own stream is echoing. Just a moment, please. Just a moment, please. How? Okay, got it. I fixed it. Okay, everything is good now, I think. Sorry for the interruptions, everybody. Okay, as I said, this is a free beginner level course that you can take a look at. There is a free 52-page ebook as well that you can get. So please check the link below the video on YouTube or above the video. If you are watching this on Facebook, you can get this guide to learn at home. Super cool for right now, I think. Also, announcement number 2, as always, this is a screenshot from our weekly series, Ask Alicia. Please have a look at this. Please, if you have any questions, especially now, if you have questions about English grammar, English vocabulary, culture in the US, and so on, please take a look at EnglishClass101.com/ask-Alicia. Because you can send me your questions there. I get a lot of questions from you in comment sections and videos. Some of you send them like direct messages to me. I cannot keep track of all of them. So please send them to the Ask Alicia series. That would be super cool. This guide and we can all learn from your questions. So please check the Ask Alicia series. This is on our YouTube channel, EnglishClass101.com on YouTube. Send them to me there. There's a link in the description. Any questions, especially now, okie dokie. I think that's everything. I think I fixed all of the problems. So thank you very much for your patience today. I'm going to the Facebook chat right now. Facebook, I'm coming for you. I haven't seen you yet, Facebook. I see lots of people in the YouTube chat. Hi, everybody there. I think that I fixed the the sound issues. Facebook chat, you're a little bit slow for me, so I'll check you on my phone. Yeah, a new audio appeared. That's because I opened Facebook. Sorry, everybody. I'm doing a few things at once today. I will check the Facebook comments from my phone because it's a little bit easier to see that right now. So please bear with me, everybody. Working on solutions. I think I figured it out, though. Okay, I think I'm ready. Woohoo! So let's begin. Today's topic is embedded questions. Embedded questions. I talked a little bit about this point in a recent live stream, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I talked about using embedded questions to express problems. I focused on this grammar point. So today we're going to review this, and I'm also going to give you some more patterns that you can use in other situations, so not just when you're expressing problems. So I have, as always, 3 parts to today's lesson. First, I'm going to cover, I'm going to move over here. First, I'm going to cover what they are. This will be part 1 for today's lesson. Part 2, I'm going to cover grammar rules. And part 3, I'm going to talk about common patterns that you can use to practice. So I can't show everything at once. I don't have a big whiteboard in my house, but I hope that you can pick up something and get some good practice. So let's begin. Yes, I have a very small whiteboard. Maybe some of you remember when we first started doing live streams a few years ago, we used this small whiteboard approach. So it's just like old times, right? Okay, let's get started. So let's begin with this first whiteboard that I showed you. Let's begin with this one, embedded question. What is an embedded question? So let's start here. An embedded question is a question inside a question or inside a statement. So we can use a question inside another question, or we can put a question inside a regular statement, just a statement. So just a simple fact, for example, not a simple fact, but just one simple idea. So the next point, when should I use this? This is maybe a good thing to consider for today's lesson. When should I use this grammar point? When you want to make a question or a statement less direct, or when you want to make it a bit softer, you should use, or you can use, a direct question. So let's begin with this example here. So first example here is, where is my bag? Imagine you're talking to a friend, yeah? So if you're talking to a friend and you have 2 options, which of these is going to sound like softer? So this question, where is my bag? This is a direct question, yeah? So it's like, I can't find my bag in this situation. If I say to my friend, where's my bag? It's probably okay, they're my friend. But if I'm like angry and upset and I say, where's my bag? My friend might think I'm like angry, or I think they stole my bag or something like that. So this question is not incorrect, but it's more direct. This question here, do you know where my bag is softer, and it has an embedded question inside it. Okay, so where is the embedded question in this sentence? We're going to talk about like how to make these today. So first, let's break this sentence down. Do you know where my bag is? Right here, this where my bag is the embedded question. So that means this is the question inside this bigger question. So like the big question is, do you know this thing? So this question is actually the same as this question, but in order to make embedded questions, we have to change the grammar a little bit. So that's what we're going to focus on in today's lesson. Moving from like these really direct questions that are sometimes kind of aggressive to these less aggressive sounding sometimes, or these softer, less direct questions. Okay, cool. I am looking for your questions in the chat. Some good examples are coming in. Hey there, Andrew. Do you know if they are coming? Yes, perfect example of an embedded question. Learn American English with this guy. I am actually live from my living room today. Pretty exciting. On Facebook, I don't see any questions yet. Please feel free to send your questions in the chat. I will do my best to answer your questions, your relevant questions, your questions about the lesson. And I will also try to check your sentences live as well. If you are not watching this live, please feel free to send your questions though too, so we can at least see your comments and so on. Okay, let's look at one more example. Let's compare these basic questions and these embedded questions. Let's take a look at one more example. Here, what's her name? What's her name? So again, these are not like incorrect. This is a totally correct question. What's her name? Versus this question, I can't remember what her name is. So again, these two questions, they express the same idea. We want to know what her name is. This question, what's her name, sounds more direct. This question, I can't remember what her name is, sounds softer, less direct. So in this sentence, I can't remember what her name is. Here is the embedded question. What her name is. What her name is. So you'll notice, again, this question is a bit different from this question, this what's her name style question. So we're going to talk in part 2 of today's lesson about how to make it, like the special grammar that we use for embedded questions. Okay, so with that, I'll take a quick break. I'm going to check your questions. I guess I'll put my phone up here. I'm checking your Facebook comments from my phone because Facebook was a little, it's hard to run both Facebook and YouTube on my phone. So I'll put this here so that you can see, I don't know, maybe I'll put it here. You can't see the topic, but maybe there. Okay, embedded questions. Your things. Some of you are writing to me on Facebook. Do you know where my bag is? Yes, perfect. I think that was the example here. Some other ones that I saw. Do you know where is my bag? Is that correct or not? No. Do you know where is my bag? That is an incorrect embedded question. I'm going to talk about why in part 2. On YouTube, some comments. Gertrude says, do you know where the library is? Good. I can't remember what your country name is. Good, good, good. Nice grammar, everybody. I don't remember what university he suggested to us. Okay. Can you tell me, what's her name? Make sure, can you tell me what her name is? Okay. So some of you are sharing some example sentences that need a little fix. So I'm going to talk in part 2 about the flow, how to make an embedded question with kind of the special grammar that we need to consider. So I'll take a break officially now. If you missed it earlier, I mentioned this banner at the bottom is supposed to show you this guide to learning English at home. Our team put together a 52-page workbook that you can download. It is for beginners, and there is a course you can access. You can get the beginner level course for free from EnglishClass101.com. You need an account on the website, but the account is free. You need an email address and your name. I believe that's everything. So please, to get that, please check the link. If you're watching this on YouTube, please check the link below the video. If you're watching this on Facebook, please check the link above the video to get that. Okie dokie. If you are just joining us today, today's topic is embedded questions. Embedded questions. Also, please make sure to like and share this video so that other people can find today's lesson. I hope that it is helpful for many people. Okay, let's continue to part 2. Let's talk about some grammar rules. Grammar rules for embedded questions. Hooray! Today, because space is limited, today, I have made a flow chart, or flow you can use when you practice making embedded questions. So to practice today's grammar point, I will take you through kind of a 3-step, I guess, process to make your questions and to make decisions about the grammar of your sentence. So let's begin. First, the first part of our flow is to look at the question you want to embed. Look at the question you want to embed. This means, like, what is the basic question that you want to ask? You want to make this question softer. So, for example, in my first part, this part, where is my bag? Or what's her name? That's the question I want to embed. First, we need to look at that question. So, look at the question and ask yourself this first. Does the question use a form of be? So when I say be, I mean the verb be. So like is or are, that kind of thing. Past tense as well, like was or were. So does the question use a form of be? If yes, move the verb after the subject. So what does this look like? Move the verb after the subject. Where is my bag? In this sentence, we have this verb, be, yeah? Where is my bag? So, for this grammar rule, I just said, move the verb after the subject. So that's why, in this situation, is, it's hard to hold two whiteboards at once, sorry. That's why here, this is at the end of the sentence in my embedded question. So to follow this rule, is moves over here. Oh, sorry. It's hard to write this way. Okay, so it's hard to see. Where is my bag? Move this is to the end of the sentence, like I've done here. Do you know where my bag is? So this question is incorrect, like in a basic question statement. Where my bag is, that's incorrect. In this grammar, inside another question, this is the correct sentence. So this is the first question to ask yourself. Is the verb be being used in my question? If yes, move it after the subject. We're going to practice this together in just a moment. If no, the next question to ask yourself, does the question use a form of do? Does the question use a form of do? If the answer is yes, remove the do word. Conjugate the remaining verb to match the subject. We're going to practice this on this board in just a moment. Finally, if the answer is no, there's just no change. Okay, so let's practice this. I know it's hard to do. Some of you are saying this is better on the board. Well, of course it's better on the board, but this is the situation, so let's work together. Okay, first, where is my coffee? Where is my coffee? Okay, so let's apply this rule let's apply this flow to this question. So I want to use where is my coffee in an embedded question that starts with do you know? So let's work through these steps to make our embedded question, yeah? Okay, first of all, where is my coffee? Here's my basic sentence. And this part is my be verb, yeah? So does the question use a form of be? The answer here is yes, right? So this is here. This is a form of to be right here. So I know I need to move this is after my subject, yeah? I said move the verb after the subject. So, do you know? Yeah, good job everybody. Do you know where my coffee is? Exactly. This is really hard to write at this angle, but I'll try. Do you know where my coffee is? Perfect. Exactly. Do you know where my coffee is? Exactly. Nice job, everybody. Perfect. Woohoo! Look at that. And on Facebook, I see some of you on Facebook too. Jenny wrote, do you know where my husband is? Interesting questions. Do you know where my coffee is? Good, good, good. Do you know where my coffee is? Very nice, Edgar and Jacob. Great job, everybody. Okay, very nice, very nice. Let's go to number 2. Example number 2. When does he usually arrive? When does he usually arrive? Someone says I need binoculars in order to read the words. Sorry, I'll try to make it bigger. I know that this is not the best situation, but I'm trying. We're all trying. Okay. Okay, next one. When does he usually arrive? Okay, so let's apply our flow chart again. First, it's hard to read. Does the question use a form of be? So in this question, when does he usually arrive? We do not see a be verb here. So the answer is no. Okay, next question. Does the question use a form of do? Yes. When does he usually arrive? So we know we need to use this do rule. So what should we do? Yes, it does. Remove the do word, conjugate the remaining verb to match the subject. Okay, so what does this mean? First, I have to remove the do verb. So that means this. So does. I know does needs to go away. Okay. Then I need to conjugate the remaining verb. So the verb that's left here, the remaining verb is arrive in this case. Arrive. Sorry, it's hard to say. Arrive. So when I say conjugate the remaining verb, I mean make the verb match the subject. So think about it when you make a sentence with he or she or it in like a simple present tense sentence, we use a conjugation like he goes or she goes, which is different from I go or you go, right? So use the same conjugation. So that changing the verb like that is called conjugation. So yeah, some of you have the correct answer already. So we need to change this verb, arrive, to arrives. Sorry, hard to see. Arrives. So we add that S at the end. Yes, very nice. Many of you are sending the correct answer in the chat. Fantastic. So I'll write it. Can you tell me when he usually arrives? Can you tell me when he usually arrives at native speed? Can you tell me when he usually arrives? So this is an example of how we change the sentence when we use a do verb, like this helping verb. Yeah? Okie dokie. Very nice job, everybody. I'm checking your comments, trying to check your comments, doing everything live now. On YouTube, I see many of you. Can you tell me when she usually arrives, says Juth. Nice, sorry. Rawane, can you tell me when he usually arrives? Perfect. Very nice job, everybody. My phone is exploding. Stop texting me right now, everybody. Okay, so I see lots and lots of correct answers, which is fantastic. So I'm going to go to the last one to practice here in our flow chart. So our final example sentence is a very important question. Who ate my cookie? Who ate my cookie? Okay, so what should we do? Let's use I wonder. This is pronounced wonder, yeah? So wonder, this is different from think. So when you use the verb wonder, I wonder, it's like you're trying to guess. I want to guess something. I wonder, blah, blah, blah. So I want to use I wonder inside, or with, rather, this question. Who ate my cookie? So let's take a look. Some of you are already sending the correct answer in the chat. Very nice, everybody. Let's go through the flow just so we can see. Again, does the question use a form of be? No. Okay. 2, does the question use a form of do? No. So the final thing on this flow chart is no change. That means I don't have to change this question because it does not use do and it does not use be. So that means I wonder, I'll try to write like this, I wonder who ate my cookie. I wonder who ate my cookie. So, we don't know. Did your roommate eat it? Did your teacher eat it? Did your friend eat it? We don't know. But we want to express this kind of wondering feeling. We do that with an embedded question. I wonder who ate my cookie. Some of you are asking me, why on earth, why am I using these tiny whiteboards? I am broadcasting from home today, in case you're just joining. So that is why today's lesson looks a little bit different from usual. I wonder who ate my cookie, says the chat. Very nice. Everyone is asking this very important question. Nice job, everybody. Fantastic. Great work. I wonder who ate my cookies, says Malika on Facebook. Ooh, cookies. You've made it plural. Very nice. Okay. Selly, sorry if I mispronounced your name on the YouTube chat, says, I'm wondering, would that be right too? In this case, I'm wondering who ate my cookie. You might hear somebody say that. Yeah, I think this one is a little more natural. Like, if you are thinking, like, for a while, like if you want to say, all day today, I have wondering who ate my cookie, like maybe that's okay if it's continuing. So it's sort of like a one-time thing. Like, this is my idea right now. Like, oh, I wonder who ate my cookie. Okay, I'll finish there for this part. Many of you are saying you should have a real board. Usually there is a real whiteboard, but because of situations, today I am broadcasting live from home. Thank you for your understanding. Those of you who are maybe just new to our live, thank you for coming. Do we have this kind of live lesson every day? No, we have it every week. Please join us either Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, depending on your time zone. You can set a notification on YouTube or Facebook. Okay, I'll take one more break, and then control desk, remote control desk, I am allowed to extend the class today a little bit. Woohoo! That's fantastic. So I will take a little bit of extra time to do that because I have a couple more points to talk about. Okay, I am checking messages from our remote control desk, but everything looks okay. All right, so I will mention this one more time in case you missed it. This banner that I am pointing to on the screen right here, right now, says, Get Your Guide to Learn English at Home. Our team put together a 52-page book, a PDF book that you can download. And there is a free course, the beginner level course on our website, EnglishClass101.com, is now for free. You can get it for free so that you can study at home and practice at home. To get it, you need an account on the website. You need an email address and your name. So please, to get that, please check the link below the video on YouTube or above the video on Facebook to get that. Okay. With that, great. There are many people watching. Wow, that's so cool on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining us. Please, if you have not already, please do like this video and share the video so other people can find today's lesson. Okay, I don't see any questions on YouTube or on Facebook. So let's go to the last part of today's lesson then. The last part of today's lesson will focus on common patterns for you to practice. Common patterns for you to practice. So I created a list of some very common ways we use embedded questions. So I hope that you can practice this together with these grammar rules. If you want to take a screenshot, I know it's really, really small, but I hope that this helps you. Okay. So let's go to common patterns for you to practice. First one, do you know plus WH question plus some information and maybe is. So we've practiced this before in today's lesson. We practiced this pattern right here. Do you know where my bag is? So this is a WH question pattern with do you know. WH question means those questions that start with WH, like who, what, where, when, why, those things. So we can use those with do you know? Do you know? When you're looking for information. So this will make your question softer. For example, do you know where the restroom is? Or do you know who the teachers are? So these use this WH question. In this case, the WH question is where or who. Why did I use are in this sentence? The reason that are is here instead of is because teachers is plural, yeah? So if the question was just about one teacher, do you know who the teacher is? That would be fine. Who the teachers are. So please make sure to consider singular and plural forms. Okay. Part 2, or rather number 2 here, I'm going to move this out of my way. Number 2 here is I can't remember plus WH question plus something and is maybe at the end of your sentence. So for example, I can't remember what my password is. I can't remember what my password is. Or I can't remember where I put my keys. I can't remember where I put my keys. So what is happening in this sentence? I can't remember plus a WH question, what or where. Here, my password is, or I put my keys. In this sentence, there's no is at the end because there's no be verb in this sentence. There's no be or do verb here, so we don't need to change that. If you don't understand that, please review this video for the grammar rules section in part 2. You can find that there. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Could you tell me? Could you tell me something something is? Could you tell me something something is? This is a very polite way to request information. So instead of just asking a direct question like, where's the station? Or when does the train arrive? You can ask this more politely with a pattern like this. Could you tell me where the station is? Or could you tell me when the train arrives? This sounds more polite, less direct, so you can use these. Oh my gosh, I'm late, but I hear that it's okay to be a little bit late today. So we'll take our time with the last one. The last pattern for you to practice is what we practiced a moment ago. I wonder. I wonder. Oh, sorry, I gotta change position, guys. Okay, I wonder is again when we're trying to guess something. Like, I don't know, I'm not sure. We use I wonder to describe that feeling. I wonder something something is or are, whatever, if your sentence uses a be verb. So, I wonder where my parents are. It's an interesting question. Or, I wonder when we'll see each other again. I want to talk about this last sentence. I'll read it one more time. I wonder when we'll see each other again. I wonder when we'll see each other again. So what is happening in this sentence? This uses we will. This will is we will right here. I'm looking at this part. Why is my red marker dead? Okay. I wonder when we will see each other again. So some of you might be asking, like, what is happening in this sentence? When I make a question with will, it should be something like, when will we see each other again, right? Why did will move? Here is a note. Will, right here, I'm pointing here, will follows the be rule. So remember how we talked, when we talked about the grammar for these, we talked about be. The verb be moves after the subject. Will is doing the same thing in this sentence. So yes, usually in a regular sentence, when will we see each other again is correct. In an embedded question, I wonder when we will see each other again. So please note the position of will changes here. Okay, that's the last point for today's lesson. Wow, that was a lot and a lot of very small whiteboards. So interesting, for sure. I'm looking at your questions now. Some good examples are coming in. Osmond says, can you tell me where is the restaurant? Okay, actually lots of you are still making this mistake right here that we talked about with is. When your question uses the verb to be, like where is my coffee, for example, or where is the restaurant, you need to move your be verb to the end of your subject. Do you know where my coffee is? Do you know where the restaurant is? Please don't forget this key rule of this embedded question grammar. Okay. I'm checking your questions on Facebook. I'm looking down. Yes, I'm looking at your questions on Facebook right now and trying to check questions on YouTube. At the same time, I don't see questions. Okay, I wonder when we'll see each other. Yes, again. Could you tell me when we'll see each other, says Rosemary. Nice, yeah. If you want to ask for information, could you tell me when we'll see each other again? I guess so. That's quite a polite request, I suppose, but it seems okay to me. I wonder why... okay, so Glenda on Facebook said, I wonder why are you using that blackboard? Same problem I just talked about. Why are you using that blackboard? I'm going to repurpose this one. Let's break it down. I hope I'm not in trouble, Remote Control Desk, for taking a little extra time to break down this mistake, because I see a lot of you making this mistake. I would like to talk about it and help you fix it. So, let's take this question. Let's look at it. Why are you, I'm writing this question, your question from the chat. Why are you using that board? Why are you using that board? So let's use this as a new example here. Let's follow the flow that I talked about in part 2. Does this question number 1 is, does this question use the verb to be? The answer is yes, right here. Are is a form of to be. We need to use this after the subject. So your question was something, it should be, I wonder why you are using that board. So the finished question should be, I wonder why you are using that board. I wonder why you are using that board. So this is how we need to change the sentence when we have a be verb, is, or are, or was, or were, so on. Be as well. Again, I am using these boards because I am broadcasting from my house. So we are being safe. Okay, but I have gone over time. I don't want to take too much more time. So I hope that this was helpful for you. Maybe this is an important thing to screenshot for today. Your flow chart for making this grammar. So ask yourself these questions when you make your practice questions. So to practice, if you would like some homework to practice today, try to make some sentences with these patterns. Yeah, you can screenshot this if you want. And use this flow to practice. So as you practice making questions, embedded questions, you can use those things. So we have to finish there for today's lesson. Wow, this was interesting to broadcast to everybody from my house today. Quite an experience. I hope that it was helpful. I know that it's a little bit different from the way things usually are, but we'll be back next week. All of us remotely, perhaps. We'll be back next week. Next week, I'm going to talk about basic verb conjugations. Basic verb conjugations. Basic verb conjugations means the basic changes to make to a verb. For example, to create past tense or to create present tense. So I'm going to talk about that next week. This will be a great lesson for beginners. So please join us. It is, for those of you who are asking, our live lesson is 10 p.m. I'll write it down and show it too. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is New York City time, on Wednesday, or 11 a.m. Like Japan Standard Time on Thursday mornings. This is the time, 10 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, or 11 a.m. JST, Japan Standard Time, Thursday. So please join us on Facebook or on YouTube. That would be super, super cool. Okay, so we'll finish there for today. Thank you so much for joining our first ever remote live stream. Thank you for coming to my living room today with my little tiny whiteboards. I know it's different from our regular stream, but I really appreciate your understanding. So we'll finish there for today. Thank you so much for liking and sharing the video. Thank you for your questions and your comments. It was awesome. So please stay safe, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.